Hey guys, how's it going? It's Alex of Coyote Astrology. This is my weekly forecast for the week of April 8th, 2019. Thank you so much for tuning into my channel. How's everybody feeling? Is anyone else totally exhausted? I think that we have some of that happening this week because we're coming up against a bit of limitation and restriction in the zodiac right now. On the one hand, we have so much positivity happening. We have so many key players in the cosmos right now that are really geared towards growth, freedom, expansion, launching the business, getting it started, showing up. We've got the sun exalted in Aries, where it really wants the freedom to express itself, the freedom to self-actualize and go after its desires full force. We've got Mars in Gemini that wants to meet new people and have options. It wants things to be flexible. It wants to expand what it knows. We have Jupiter in Sagittarius that wants to go on the trip and take the adventure and explore and learn. And probably most positively, we have Venus conjunct Neptune this week, which is absolutely amazing because that's the planet of love and beauty. The goddess Venus herself in harmony with the planet Neptune, planet of dreams and imagination. So those two are on this romantic getaway and they really just want the freedom to dream. They don't want rules. They don't want regulations. They're not even firmly rooted in reality. So it's this very idealistic energy. So we have kind of a rainstorm at the wedding reception this week because knowing all of that, things are looking really positive, but we have Saturn and Pluto conjunct the South Node in Capricorn, squaring the Sun in Aries. So Sun in Aries just wants the freedom to be itself. It doesn't want to be told no. And Saturn in Capricorn is about limitation and restriction and having to slow down. It's about rules and regulations. It's about the status quo. It's about authority. So it's some kind of roadblock or some kind of vice that's really keeping us from getting some area of our life off of the ground. And so that'll happen exact on Wednesday. And then on Saturday, Pluto will follow and square the Sun. And when we're talking about Pluto in Capricorn squaring the Sun in Aries, we're talking about misuse of power or power dynamics being played out. While Pluto is conjunct the South Node in Capricorn, this is on a collective scale going to bring about massive transformation towards goals of tearing down the old system and moving towards that North Node in Cancer, which is much more compassionate, feminine, and vulnerable. So within our interactions this week, and so much of this has to do with relationships because we are sandwiched between two full moons in Libra. We had one a few weeks ago. We'll have one coming up, and we just had a new moon in Aries. So we're in this portal right now where we're looking at our relationships with other people and how to get along and how to find harmony and peace. And with Pluto squaring the Sun, this is going to bring up power dynamics between us and other people, someone outside of yourself trying to exert their power over you. And Saturn and Pluto are really strong up there at the top of the chart. And the Sun in Aries is really trying to shine. So it's kind of like something trying to extinguish our light. So there may be a lot of uproar this week on the collective stage of the world and also on the micro scale in our own personal lives of having to battle to protect your sovereignty or having to battle to, instate your freedom in a situation. The Sun will also be trining Jupiter, so the expression of this need for freedom is going to be louder, more exaggerated than it normally would be. And we have Venus sextiling Pluto end of the week. So our values this week are going to be going through massive transformation. And that's the really positive thing, particularly about this Pluto transit, is that Pluto is the power of regeneration. It is burning down the old in order to rebuild the new. So with Pluto squaring the Sun, we're all going to be going through some kind of massive evolution within our ego, within our personality, within ourselves, as we watch it happen on a grand scale as well. And with Saturn squaring the Sun, the positivity in that is that by coming up against that not so fun resistance, it really makes us work harder. It makes us remember why we're trying to do the things that we want to do. It kind of fuels our passion. Aries is the warrior, so it's like, fine, bring it. I'll go to battle. I'll prove it. So it's kind of, although frustrating, it's a bit exciting, and I think it's inspiring to remember why it is we're going after what we want to, and remembering to defend ourselves against those that aren't being sensitive to our needs. North Node in Cancer, this can be someone realizing that they need to spend more time with family, less time at work, spend more money on wellness and taking care of the self, and less money towards the business, or simply just realizing that you need to take a rest, set boundaries, and really tap into our humanness and remember that we're not machines and we don't need to be treated like them. We have feelings, we have traumas, and we're all collectively starting to have to look at that, and it's painful and it's scary, and some people don't want to. Some people are really rigidly clinging to that South Node in Capricorn, and it shows. So yeah, a lot happening this week, and just remembering to look at any interactions that come up through that lens of, is this person operating from an old paradigm perspective? Where can we both soften? And I think Venus conjunct Neptune will help us have that unconditional love standpoint. And like, while we're going to battle, remember the higher perspective that we're all one and we're really trying to make this work and we're all doing our best. But that's the interesting thing about this human reality, is that everyone has their own perspective, and for them it's very real. So it's kind of seeing this all get hashed out this week. It'll be really interesting. So I hope you guys have a great one. If you have enjoyed the music in the background of this video, I will put the track in the description box along with my email. If you would like to reach out to me for a natal chart reading or a composite synastry reading for couples, I'm offering both this week, so you can reach out to me for that. Yeah, don't forget to hit subscribe, you guys. I will see you next week. Thank you so much.